Hey guys, today, Wednesday. Well, it's Wellness Wednesday, but I've started on a new little project here, doing my 50 Facebook Lives in a row, just so I can beat Rob at his challenge that he's doing. So my 50 things that I've learned in 50 years. I came across this, I think it was just yesterday, and given that I just turned 50, just under a month ago, I thought this was a really good one. Hey, Andy. So I thought this was a really, really good one to do. Hey, Serge. So yesterday I talked about, getting rid of those people who don't bring joy to your life. This one is totally different, and it's really fitting for today. For those of you that know what Rob and I have been through with regards to his children over the years, the third one just came today to live with us. So we've been fighting for as long as I have known Rob. We've been fighting to be with his children and to see his children. And it all came full circle today. So yeah, it's been a weird thing. We had my two, then it went down to one of mine, one of his, then it was just one of his, then it was two of his, now it's three of his. We've had a very interesting journey, but it brings me to number 2 on the list of the 50 things that I've learned in 50 years. And I'll read it to you. You know your children best, whether you're a mom or a dad. You know your children best. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I remember when my daughter, oh no, I'll go to school, Mom, it would be fine. And I could see it in her eyes. Like her eyes would just be like gray and sallow. And I'm like, no, something's off. You're not feeling good. And you know that. You know how your children react. You know how they feel. You know what they might or might not be afraid of. You know that they're nervous. You know that they're anxious. You can feel all of those things. So don't ignore it, and don't let anybody else talk you out of it. With Rob's children, I even came to know them as well, and knowing their moods and knowing what they're going through. And we always felt that we knew what was best for them. And that was to be with us and get out of a toxic environment. Unfortunately, the courts and the lawyers and all of that were bamboozled. If, for lack of a better term, and I don't say this in a pity or a negative, it's just what it was. And we knew what was, that we felt what was best for them. They knew what was best, and we just had to trust that they would find their way. And they did. And they did. And they're all here. So that's number 2, that you know your children, you know your child, whether you're a mom or a dad, you know them better than anybody else. Don't let the teachers or the psychologists or the doctors convince you otherwise. If you feel like there is something, I know people take their kids to the doctor, and the doctors sometimes will brush it off. Don't let them. If you feel that there's something there, you keep dragging them in, and you keep taking them, and you make somebody listen. And that goes with teachers, and I come from a long line of teachers. There's lots of teachers in my family and my life, but trust your instincts, and know that you know what's best for them. So that's my number 2 out of my list of 50 of the things I learned in 50 years. We now have all 3 of Robbie's kids under our roof, which is good, great, awesome. We're super happy about that, and we hope that we can kind of help them now in their teenage years to get where they want to be. So I hope everybody's having a great day. It snowed here last night in Alberta, but it looks like it's melting. So let's hope that continues, because I'm not ready for like a full blanket of snow yet. I don't know about anybody else. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for number 3 out of my list of 50. That means I've got to do 50 Facebook Lives in a row. Bye.